Hi, Mr.Soohoo, and this is Unit 9 video here with Camilla
and Bridgette
and Winnie the Pooh
and Stitch.
Hope you had a fun video and hope you enjoyed this as much as we had a good time making it.
Woo!
Hi, so to start out I want to explain the first 6 things. So we have sine is opposite over hypotenuse, cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, tangent is opposite over adjacent, cosecant is hypotenuse over opposite, secant is hypotenuse over adjacent, and cotangent is adjacent over hypotenuse. Opposite.
Okay, and so to start off with finding these things for the triangles, we have to figure out the sides. And so for 30, 60, 90 triangle, it gave us the bottom length. And so for this, we would just put it, or we would double it for the hypotenuse, and then put it to the square root of 3 for this length. And then for a 45, 45 triangle, we got one side, and so for both sides, it's exactly the same. And then you take it and put it with the square root of 2. And
side note is that the hypotenuse is always opposite from the right angle.
Yes.
It's always the longest side.
Yeah, and so for these are what we're trying to find with these equations. And so theta is whatever point on the triangle you're referring to. So like for the 30, 60, 90 triangle, 30 degrees is our theta, which means we're looking from this point of view. So the opposite would be 5, and then the adjacent would be 5 square root of 3, and then the hypotenuse. Yeah. And so you just use the equation from each angle of the triangle to find all of your equation answers.
So your table and your tablet.
Yep.
Hi, okay, so first we have your problem is sine equals 2 over 7, and knowing that sine equals theta equals opposite over hypotenuse, you know 2 is 7, and 2 is this side, and 7 is this side. And we want to find this missing angle, so you use the Pythagorean theorem, and with plugging in the numbers, you find that this missing angle is 3 roots 5. And then do you use the SOHCAHTOA to figure out the rest of the missing? Use the equation of the SOHCAHTOA to find out the rest of the missing angles.
So basically, to fill out a unit circle, there's 3 major components. You have the radians, and then you have the angles, and then you have the points of where the angles are. And so for each of the quadrants, there's a pattern that you see for the angles, and it goes 30, 15, 15, 30. So you just do that all the way around the circle until you get back to 360 degrees, and you can keep that. And then for radians, all you do is you take the angle times pi over 180, and you keep that in fraction form, and then you'll get your radians. And so there's also a pattern with this. As you can see, there's just pi over the number. And then for this, it's just you can double the denominator and then minus it by 1, and you'll get that. And then for this, it's just the number over the denominator is just 1 more. And then for this, it's you double the denominator and then minus it by 1. And then that's your trend for that. And then to find the points, all of these turn into triangles. Every single angle does. And so you just use the rules from 30, 60, 90 triangles and 44, 90 triangles and such to find all the sides, and then you'll get your points. So for this is a sine function, and so blue represents the sine graph, and it just goes up and down because on here you use the radians that you find on your unit circle, and then just go to their points, and you use that to graph. And then so g of x equals 3 sine x, And so basically this would be a vertical stretch of the graph, and it would bring the wave all the way up to 3 and then all the way down to 3. And so the amplitude is 3 because that's the highest point it goes, and then the period is 2 pi because one full curve is 1 period and it stops at 2 pi. Yeah, okay. So for this is a cosine graph. And so the blue is just the normal f of x, cosine equals, or f of x equals cosine x. And so that's the blue right there. And then it starts at 1 and then goes down to the whichever point that is on the unit circle. And then so we translated the g of x equals cosine 2x, which means you divide all of the x values by 2, and so it shrinks it, also known as a compression. And yeah, so those are the graphs. And then the amplitude is 1 because it only goes down to -1, or which would be 1. And the period is the square root because 1 full period, which is like just the dip, it stops at square root, and it's horizontal shrink.
Hi, so we're going to figure out how to use it in a real life example. So today we're going to find out the distance from either side of a bank. So you're given the opposite over adjacent, so you already know what the tangent is, so you're going to use that formula to find out the distance. And you do all the work, and you get the missing distance.
So I think I really progressed with this unit on becoming a more independent learner, because I think that this is one of more of the tougher concepts we've gone over this semester, and so I really kind of have to like take it upon myself to learn the material so that I can do well on the tests. And I do think the learning target trackers are helping because I can visually see like my progression and what I need to work on and what I'm good at.
Yeah, I definitely think what she said, it's like this unit more of like, my parents have gotten off me about my grades and kind of it's up to you. So it's like, I want to get better for myself. And so the target like tracker really helps me see like what she said, like what I don't know. And it's like, I'm not even understanding with those. It's like using the practice test and putting it into words to help me understand really what I'm learning. So I think that was really helpful for me.
So yeah, thank you for teaching us this unit, and we'll see you later. Bye!
Oh wait, I did.
To start out, I want to be.
Wait, I just am gonna stop you.
Wait, did you start it? Sorry.
Yeah.
I think. Wait. Correct.